A train wrecked to spin fire. The NFT and Avatar. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your Memecoins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 wizardry to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures grow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights.
Hey, good day, boys. GM's Happy Wednesday, Hump Day. You got it. Join it. You got it right today.
He's got the key.
Man, oh man. Dude, sorry. Kind of sorry, half sorry. You know, if I steered you into a rug last night, sorry. It comes with the territory. I had a lot of fun last night, by the way. Getting in the trenches a bit. Yesterday was different. Yesterday was like a different, like an evolution or a step up in my game, and I'm really happy about it. Talking about trading meme coins and trying to put a focus on getting better at it, adding new elements to my game here on a regular basis, whether it's tracking wallets or watching, I don't know, Meme Scope or whatever, right? I don't want to be getting in these coins at 7 mil, 10 mil, whatever, which is great, guys, right? We got in Mudang at 7 mil. We got in Goat at 7 mil. That's awesome. I mean, man, if we got in those and more like we did get in them, more if we stayed in them, we're up 100x on some of these things. 10x on Luce from the initial call, the initial post of that, right? But there's a way to get in there better, deeper, earlier. And I'm talking like these sub-mil market cap tokens. The lower the better, and we've certainly gotten a few of those. So I'll talk about that. I'll talk about what it is I'm doing. I think I'm going to start streaming some of those. Tony's still on the wild goat coin. I'll peek at that. I will. I'll do that today, in fact. I'm going to show you a bit of what I was doing last night, and I think I'll start streaming those probably on Inside NFTs. I'm not sure. But I'll start streaming some, like, super degen sessions. Like, no format, just getting in the trenches and kind of us learning together. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But today, I want to get into the top stories here in crypto, top stories in NFTs. There's some cool stuff happening out there. Of course, want to talk about Cell, what happened, why. Choina, this is maybe directed at you. Hope you don't mind. Why you shouldn't give up on meme coins even after something like that. You know, feeling like maybe briefly, and I felt like this, we nailed one. We got in like super early, good chance to do some damage here. And it doesn't work out that way, but why I think you keep playing those things and adjust the plan. Why you adjust the plan, how you adjust it, but ultimately I think you don't want to disengage. Because when an opportunity like that comes, you don't want to miss it next time. They're not all guaranteed, but you don't want to miss it next time. And you will miss it if you're not playing. So there's some tweaks we can make to our game plan, I think, to keep us all happy. Not wrecked is bad, but still playing. Anyway, guys, smash the like here on the show, whether you're watching over on YouTube at SlamX Official or if you're watching over on X at SlamXIO. Throw a like on both sides. Helps a ton. Show's getting more this is really cool to see, by the way, guys. Show's getting a lot more reach. It's getting a lot more visibility. I look at the numbers here. I do. And hell, I'll pull it up. Well, I guess I won't. Hang on. I just closed it. Oh, idiot. Well, there's my lead story. Spoil that. Hang on. Let me pull it up because I want to show you, because it is thanks to you guys. I've been asking that you hit the like, and it's working. It's working. Okay. Let me get off this clown here. Check it out. I'm really proud of it. It's a lot of work, and you know I absolutely freaking love it. But it doesn't work if you guys aren't here watching, and it doesn't work if you guys aren't helping by hitting like, and that helps more than anything. I'm starting to feel the flow, and again, what things lead to what kind of views, whatever. Anyway, views are definitely picking up here, especially lately. And the biggest change is, again, has been the likes on the video. I've noticed that. I'll go to most popular here. They're all recent videos for the most part. The most popular videos, 2 weeks ago, almost 3K views. 8 days ago, 1,700 views. 4 days ago, 1,000. Right? 4 weeks ago, over 900. Like, it's really, really starting to pick up steam. It's 715 a day ago, right? Again, that's you guys. So just want to say thank you again. And keep doing it. I'll keep poking and reminding. But just so you know, it does work. So thank you. Hang on, let me do some GMs real quick. Choin, I think I said it, but you get a double, I guess. Christian, good morning. Oh, China, good morning. Christian, good morning. Gravity GMs, Cosmos GMs. Tony, again, we'll peek at that token. Gravity, thank you, man. Yeah, mount the like button. Patrick GMs, Dead, good morning. Oh, reminder, just looking at Dead's name, and I will touch on this, but Quantum Cats quest number maybe like 8. I think quest number 8. Is live right now, and it's actually due tomorrow. Really fast turnaround time. We'll get into the steps, but guys, if you're in Quantum Cats, or even if you're not in Quantum Cats, you can do the quest. You can still participate in these little, they're kind of easy. Usually it just involves like posting something, like there's a focus topic. It takes a little research, takes a post. It probably, if you do all the quests, leads to a whitelist for Taproot Wizard, so it's probably worth doing. So we'll touch on that too. Jade, good morning. Peter, good morning. Again, Troy, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. We'll get to the steps of that quest. Anyway, I want to lead this off with something that you know what? I'm not even going to cover it because I don't want to stay in negative stuff this morning. There's some cool stuff happening. But an investigation into Mr. Beast's crypto activities. Dude's made tens supposedly. So I've not gone through this. I've not really. I haven't dived into the numbers here to see what's what. But Mr. Beast apparently has made like $23 million off of. They're being called scams here. And I'm not going to call them scams because I don't know, but it wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me at all. Potentially a spicy story. We'll see if somebody like CoffeeZilla or Zach XBT maybe picks up a story like this. But I assume Mr. Beast is here in the space. Remember, he had a partnership with a Web3 company, and they ended up scrapping it because there was so much backlash. I forget the name of it. But this kind of thing wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, putting it on your radar if it's interesting to you. Not going to dive into it now. Again, we stay positive because there's really awesome stuff happening here in crypto. And the timing's perfect, guys. Heading into the election, again, a lot of people expecting an all-time high to come here to Bitcoin. Peter, are you for real? I'm just seeing your comment about Moodang. You're talking like the Moodang? We'll talk Moodang. We love it. Binance Blockchain Week coming at a perfect moment. I think we're going to have a really magical situation happen here. Bitcoin marching to all-time high. Binance Blockchain Week happening right now. Where is this happening? Where is this? But the coolest part of Binance Blockchain Week, I'm sure they've got all kinds of great announcements talking about the future of the platform, the future of crypto, all that great stuff. Whatever. CZ is going to be here. And that's the magic moment. It's CZ probably out at Binance Blockchain Week while Bitcoin hopefully grabs that all-time high. It's just magic. It's poetic. CZ is not a Binance employee. He's not now. He never will be again. He's banned from working at Binance again after his prison sentence. But again, something just feels so right about that. Sometimes things just like happen or work the way they're supposed to. And this feels like it's supposed to happen. Bitcoin feels like it's supposed to hit an all-time high. Probably the very moment CZ steps on stage. If he does. I expect he will. Magic. Magic. When we grab that all-time high, man, don't let it go. We can't let it go. I'm so tired of us getting so close, crossing 70K, and then just dumping this play. Do you guys do this? Do you see just normal things, nothing related to crypto, and the first thing you think of, you associate it to crypto? Like, instantly. My brain does that now. I see this, and I think of, like, holding on to all-time high. It's just everything I see is crypto-related now. I don't know if you guys saw the play, by the way. This is one of the craziest fucking things I've seen in a long time. I'll probably get copyrighted. I mean, they zap for everything now, but this is a play during the World Series yesterday. Wild.
Back at Dodger Stadium.
And yeah, that says that ball in his
Look at this guy. This is Gary Gensler.
Tries to take his glove off.
This is Gary Gensler. Somebody make that meme. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
And yeah, that says that ball in his glove, and this fan literally.
And the look on his face. What a freaking scumbag. But it's fitting. That's us. Yeah, it did. Yeah. It's. Everything is crypto. Crypto. It's all I think about. I go to sleep thinking about crypto. When I wake up, it's not crazy. I know you guys do the same thing. But are we fucking nuts? I go to bed thinking about crypto. I wake up in the middle of the night, usually thinking about crypto, and not in a shitty way, not a stressed out way. I just love it. I wake up all day, every day, and it's been this way for years. Just the fucking best. Just the best. Anyway, when we get that all-time high, do not let it go. Do not sell. We push through 100K, and we never come back. Right now, Bitcoin just under 72K. What are we, about 2,000 away from all-time high? And we were very close yesterday. I think we got within a couple $100 of all-time high. So very, very, very close. Let me pull up an article, too. I'll do this in a minute. There's a reason why we got so close yesterday, and it wasn't just a thing that happens. It's not just people willing it to happen. There was news out of China yesterday. I'm not seeing any reports on this, too, other than the leaked report. I don't see any influencers. I don't see anybody out there really talking about it. That said, I haven't actually looked at somebody like Marty Party in a minute, but some reports coming out of China that they're about to drop a $1 trillion+ stimulus into their economy. Now, they're not infusing cash, but what they're doing is allowing more debt. $1.4 trillion of additional debt, which incentivizes investments. So that's happening yesterday. The report leaks yesterday at the same time where crypto is cooking. There's some kind of correlation there, right? And this isn't 1-1, but there's some kind of correlation there for sure. Same like we saw when there were stimuluses in China earlier this month that we thought would send Bitcoin, and it really didn't. Although it's still October, right? But it didn't really send us the way a lot of people thought. I don't know. This may be having some kind of impact. I feel like it does. ETH over 2,600. I still wonder if ETH is going to continue to be a laggard here. Or if ETH actually goes on like this monumental run back up to all-time high. It was damn near all-time high earlier this year. So I expect to see it back. I do. Solana down in the past 24 hours. 175, down 2.2%. Actually kind of a mixed bag in crypto now that I look at it here. Tell you what, those ETFs, incredible performance yesterday. In fact, I think we're looking at the best day on record for the ETFs. 870 million in inflows, that's the Bitcoin ETFs. 642 just in the BlackRock IBIT ETF here. Incredible. So all on its own, the BlackRock ETF yesterday probably saw, I want to say probably the second most inflows we've seen. And what I mean cumulative inflows. I think our prior all-time high was around 750 mil. Somewhere in that ballpark. And this is just from memory here. And a massive day for inflows is something like this. It's 550 mil or so. We've had 700 mil. We've had a little over 600 a few times, right? But having the BlackRock ETF see 642 mil in a day, just massive, massive numbers. On the east side, in the positive, so we'll take it, 7.6 mil. Nothing like we're seeing over on the Bitcoin side. I mean, not even close. Not even close. In fact, out of the, let me double check that number. Yeah, I mean, come on. Out of the individual ETFs, the totality of the ETH ETFs didn't outpace any of the individual Bitcoin ETFs, at least the ones that had volume yesterday. Oh, no, I take that back. Grayscale's ETF was actually in the negative. So there we go. Okay. ETH beat the one that had outflows. Yikes. But it was a massive day. Not just the 600 plus million in the BlackRock ETF, but that BlackRock ETF, guys, 3.35 billion in total volume. Massive numbers. I was looking at Nate Geraci's X account yesterday, and he was pointing out, was it Peter Schiff? I think Peter Schiff's tweets earlier in the year that there would be no volume. There's going to be no, like, what happens if there's no, and he was more saying when there's no demand for the Bitcoin ETFs. This guy, like a monster fudder, and just keeps getting it wrong over and over and over. And Nate always says, nobody knows. The experts don't know. Nobody knows what's actually going to happen. Nobody does, which is reassuring, guys. Honestly, reassuring. Because you guys, when you trade, and me when I trade, look, half the time I feel like I'm just guessing. You're playing with the info you have. You're playing with your experience, but sometimes you're just guessing at the same time. Ultimately, it's coming down to a bet. And it's good to know that at all levels, it is just that. It is. It really, really is. Oh, Choina, that's funny, man. Choina says the only reason he goes to work every day is to get his mind off crypto. I believe it. I feel it. I can't even, I can't. So I've not worked like a corporate job in 3 years now, I think, which is just the best. But when I started here at Crypto Slam, I was working 2 jobs I would juggle, and I couldn't keep my mind on my normal work. I couldn't. It was really hard. Of course, I killed it there, but I just couldn't keep my head in the game. It was really, really difficult. I can't imagine. It's so, like, I see guys, the guy I know who was up like $1 million on Moodang, just about $1 million, he still works an office job. I don't know how you keep your head in the game when you've got 7 figures sitting in your wallet as it's rocketing up, right? I don't know how you keep, I don't know how he did it. That man needs to quit his job and be a full-time degen here. Christian, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high against the euro yesterday. Good shit. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's awesome. Mike Bennett, good morning. Yeah, dude, I didn't know. That's awesome news. Dude, and the good news just keeps rolling in. Check it out. Visa, Coinbase partner for instant crypto buys on debit cards. Prior, I'm assuming it was just bank account. I don't know the last time you guys have had to buy crypto, right? I don't know how many of you are still playing off your wins from previous trade, the previous cycle. Hopefully a lot of people. Hopefully most people. Here and there, I go back and buy crypto, sometimes out of laziness to not have to bridge, right? You know, things like that, or sell something. But I guess I didn't realize you couldn't do it on a debit card before. I feel like you could. I have to be wrong. Either way, that becoming like the normal way to buy crypto, huge, especially for normies. Now, all the good news, guys, and ETH still can't catch a break. ETH is not in trouble, but ETH is certainly going through some changes here. And you see Consensus laying off 20% of their workforce, 162 employees. Consensus behind MetaMask. What other products are Consensus? Let me check. Remember, Consensus also got a Wells notice from the SEC. So they've got legal, I'm sure they have some legal bills that are mounting too, and they are fighting. What are some of their other, I know they've got some, do they operate some RPCs? I'm pretty sure there's that. Here's all their products. I just want to double check this. And I do want to get through some news. Man, I fucked up today. Hang on. I'll share that in a minute. I fucked something up. Let me see if I can make it right live here. Okay, what are some of their other products here? Just, okay, Infura. MetaMask, Infura. Diligence, I'm not familiar with. Linea is, I think it's a blockchain. I'm pretty sure it's like an L2. I remember there was a debit card launched in Europe earlier in the year, and it might have been Visa. And you spend your stable coins in ETH, but I believe it's on the Linea blockchain. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right thing here. Yes, yep, that's exactly it. These guys are very much at the core of the Ethereum blockchain as far as builders here. And yeah, seeing 20% of the staff go bye-bye, is that directly related to what's happening on ETH? Possibly, guys. Possibly. We see fees falling out of the top 5 into 24-hour periods lately, and it's shocking. To some degree, does that impact these guys? At the very least, it shows demand is less. And the competition amongst just even wallets has grown exponentially too. So yeah, just in general, I think things are not as easy for them as they once were. 20% of the workforce gone. All right, let's do a little meme coin chat here, guys. Let's start with sell. Dude, what a wild ride that was. I don't regret for a second. I don't regret for a second actually getting into sell. And I don't really regret sharing it too. I hope you guys don't mind. And maybe I'll have to make a little more clear when I'm sharing stuff why I'm sharing it. But sell was always a super degen speculative thing. It looked different. And I'll tell you guys, that's why I had to share it. After a few hours of looking at meme coins, you know, new ones that were graduating, the whole range of them, saw that one. And this is what you have to do is look at them so much. Stare at these meme coins for so long that when something's different, it sticks out instantly. I'll show you why this one did. But here's sell. Let's see if we can get that chart to load. And yeah, spoiler, like rug. Crazy freaking rug. Sucked. But awesome. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. Here's sell. Here's sell. Found this on Memescope about 20 or 30 minutes into the launch. This launched on Pump Fund, so if you were on Pump Fund, you would have seen it there. And you're probably starting to hear it in alpha groups. And this thing cooked. Got up to probably just about $1 million market cap. Somewhere 900,000 is where I was really considering selling, and I did not. I wish I did. I didn't. I got in at 200, 300, 400K. A few buys in that range. And I held too long, and then it absolutely was a rug. Now, what is it? I wish I could show you the initial tweet because it's what won me over, right? But it's this account here. Actually, this is a different account. This is a CTO. The initial account, I think, is already deleted. I think it is. It's a guy in prison. A guy in prison with a cell phone showing off his prison cell. He's got two phones, by the way, because he's showing his other phone, which is on pump.fun, and is him launching a meme coin. And he walks over to the window and he shows outside, and you see the security, you see the barbed wire, right? You see him in prison. He shows around his cell. Crazy. That alone makes it stand out. There's nothing else that's like that, especially, I'll show you what it typically looks like. I'll show you what it looks like normally and why that stands out so much. And this is why it's going to be really important to have some sessions together. Just hanging out on this page, constantly refreshing. It just does on its own. And you see the new stuff here. I see very few holders, couple holders. You see the percentage that the top 10 holders hold of the token. You see the market cap. You see if the dev is holding tokens. So you're looking there. You're looking at the next column, which is about to graduate. I can't remember the market cap a token has to hit, like 75K, to then make it to what's it called? Jupiter, I think. Is it Jupiter or Radium? Radium. Okay, so I'm looking here, and all of a sudden I see this sell token show up here. All these other tokens have 200 holders, 300 holders, 150 holders, and a market cap of, I don't know, 50K, 100K, maybe 200. But all of a sudden, sell flashes here, and it's like 600, 700 holders. It's a number that was so big that instantly that stood out. And instantly the market cap stood out. Again, at that point, I think when I saw it, it was 500,000-600,000. So much higher than the other ones that were popping up at the top. I click into it. I go to the X account, and I see, again, the footage he had just recorded of himself launching the token right from prison. That was it. Going in and seeing the volume, like really good volume, a whole bunch of holders, but clicking on the X account, seeing the video of this guy in prison, I'm like, come on, man. If it gets me a little worked up, if it gets me a little excited, if I think it's funny, and funny in a way that nothing else is, everything else was all just copycats of other tokens. There's a whole bunch of AI agent for Facebook, AI agent for Firefox, AI agent. That's what was going on all last night. Just copies of meme coins, and that was it. So you have a guy recording himself in prison launching a meme coin, and it stands right the fuck out. And then you buy it. Or I did, at least. Yeah, yep. I mean, Choina, if that one wasn't a rug, I mean, wishful thinking, if it wasn't a rug, that would have been huge, right? That would have been a multi-million-dollar market cap token. It would have. If that guy didn't rug, that would probably be sitting at 15 mil this morning. And if that happened, we were in at 300 up to 600, 700K, right? We're talking like a 30X or so on that. And that's the roll of the dice. You can't plan for that. In hindsight, a guy in prison Why wouldn't he rug it and make a couple $100,000 potentially? I don't know what the liquidity was like. Why wouldn't he do that? In hindsight, super freaking obvious, but that you roll the dice for that kind of potential because look, you put 0.25 in, 30x, that's pretty fucking nice for very low risk. And that's the way I'm playing this. It's dust those low market cap tokens and hope for a 20, 30, 40, 50x. And it happens a lot. Maybe yesterday it didn't, and these are the waves that it comes in. There's certain days where there's a bunch of them, and there's probably many, many days where there's none of them. China, like that 0.25 SOL, if that hits a $15 million market cap, all of a sudden it's 7.5. And now all of a sudden you're loaded up to go play more of those and more of them and more of them, and you grind out a bag that way, and it works. As long as the market conditions, like the more macro market is, like people are willing, ready to do that, that's how it works. Yeah, Mike. Good morning, Bang. Good morning, DeYank. By the way, I also realized something else. I was paying attention to who was tweeting about that. I was paying attention to who was tweeting about the Cell token, just so I get an idea of who's actually in the trenches. Guys, Thread Guy. Okay, here's another thing. This is important too. Again, this is all obvious stuff, but I want to say it so if anybody doesn't know, so you know what to do. When I check the X account, I'm looking for who's following it. And at first I looked and there was nobody following it that I know. And then I refresh it and there's 2 people following it that I know, and they're not nobodies. They're not like big accounts, but it's guys that I know are in the trenches. And then I refresh a couple minutes later and there's 5 or 6 accounts following, and some of them are really good Memecoin traders. And then I refresh and I see Thread Guy following it, and I'm like, oh my God, Thread Guy is actually in the trenches with us. Like, Thread Guy actually is at his computer trading. Really cool. It's really cool to see that. Like, you have to be in the trenches, putting in the work if you're on top of that token that early. That said, I think a guy like Thread Guy and Frank, those big, big influential guys, they get an advantage. They don't have to be in the trenches the same way. I bet Thread Guy and Frank both are, but they don't have to be, because people send them that info lightning quick. You know, like you get in good with somebody if you're feeding them alpha, like good alpha all the time. But I'm not saying those guys aren't putting in the work. I guarantee they are. They just have it a little easier because they get more alpha. They get it more directly. People will literally ping them and tell them the hottest thing right now. But anyway, Thread Guy was right on top of that, following the account, tweeting about it. I don't know if he tweeted about it as it happened or if he only tweeted about it once it rugged, but yeah. Beautiful tweet. Keep that motherfucker in prison. And then Ming Dynasty perfectly sums it up. It was a lot of fun, and it's fun to get skin in the game. And again, I just had a blast sitting on here hours just feeling it. And that has to be a daily occurrence every day. If you want to get good at this, you don't just show up here and there. You don't just show up when things are hot. You show up, I think, in all conditions so you feel the difference. You got to feel the difference. What is the meme coin ecosystem like when there's no big winners? What's it like to grind out a win then? Or what does it feel like where you just can't get a win? And then all of a sudden, when that changes, when it all of a sudden is on fire again, you're like, okay, no, this is time to lock in, because this doesn't feel like what it felt like last week when I could not win anything. This is different. Everything's winning now. You got to be able to feel the difference there. And when I said earlier, watching this stuff to watch what stands out, this goes back to my NFT days too, of training on like Avastars. 3 days I stayed up straight. 3 days of scrolling through Avastar mints to pick out stuff that stood out. Right? Like, let my eyes go blurry, and I scroll and scroll and scroll, and I watch for something that stands out against the rest of the pack. And it works. It works. If you can start picking out things that are catchy to the eye, have traits that stand out, in this case, have numbers that stand out. Any of those numbers, the percentage, the holder count, the market cap, whatever, and ideally all of them. But if you can apply that same thing here and get so accustomed to this that at a glance, it's like seeing the Matrix. You see it, everything's all shit until the one thing pops up. You're like, oh, whoa. What was that? What was that? And you realize you got something different. And then you realize you got a winner. I was very lucky to have Cell yesterday stand out the way it did. If Cell didn't happen yesterday, yesterday would have been almost a total bust, as in I didn't learn anything. But I learned how Cell stood out against the rest, and I know there'll be plenty more that do that. So we got unlucky with Cell, the fact that it was a rug. But I think a lot more of that to come, guys. A lot more of that to come. So anyway, we'll be in the trenches. I will find a way to stream that. And I think we're going to do pretty well this cycle. Here's, by the way, Luce, which hit an all-time high overnight. Maybe it might have been this morning even, too. Yeah, it looks like this morning. Probably a $90 million market cap. When I got up, it was 85 mil. Right now, down to 74. This is a legit token. This is the real deal. This is a major token. I still think 100 easy. 100 million market cap easy. 150's in play. 200's in play. From there, I don't know. If they can get a T1 listing, this can do something silly. It could. Just like any of them. Just like Mudang. Just like Goat. Just like any of the majors. I don't know if I should call those majors yet, but you get the point. Special token. I took my initials out somewhere in the 55-ish million range. And I don't even have a lot in, by the way. But I at least can't lose on this token now. The rest, I'll kind of sell off, and I'll leave maybe a little bit in just for the moon bag. And at most, I'm probably going to make 10 SOL off this. I did not go in heavy. I wish I did. I think I went in as heavy as I could do. You spend what makes sense for your bags, and I did not have bags. This is how you grind them out, and you're ready for the next token. So. Oh, Dead, don't forget to join the fight. Collect donuts and Forgotten Runeverse event. Yeah, cool, man. That game looks awesome. Game looks legit awesome. Santino, is that the dog? Dropped 50%, now back up to 1 mil. Okay, cool shit. Yeah, very cool. That one's tricky just because we just don't have confirmation that's the real name, but it could be. I'm still in. I'll ride that to 0. I don't care. All right, some other Memecoin news here, guys. It looks like SPX has an exchange listing coming. I don't know which, but I might have mentioned this on the afternoon show yesterday. Murad was in a group chat. Shit, I might have actually mentioned the story yesterday even, too. This is not necessarily new, but some big names, and Murad, one of them, in a group chat, we're trying to raise some funds, some SPX to provide to a market maker, right, for an exchange listing. Looks like they got it. So here's Wintermute, one of the largest market makers here, got 4.655 million SPX. So yeah, 4.2 million bucks. And that probably means exchange listing. Wintermute, I believe, was the market maker for Mudang too. So does that mean Binance listing? It could. It definitely could. So keep my eyes on SPX. We'll peek at market cap there. Actually, I want to peek at my watch list there in a second. How's it? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, SPX looking really good. I don't know why I was expecting a whole hell of a lot lower for some reason. I don't know why. I thought SPX was maybe just... Yeah, it's got to be running on that news. Yeah, getting close to all-time high. This will be SPX is going to be a multi-billion-dollar token. I feel very sure about that. And my exposure to it is going to be through Project Aeon. I'm happy about that. But yeah, awesome token. This is big for Runes, guys. A lot of Memecoin stuff today, by the way. But this is really big for Runes. Saturn launched their first trustless AMM swap on Bitcoin. Guys, that's really big. This is literally swapping your runes like you would on Binance or Coinbase. It's a literal swap. Finally, right? This is what we were waiting for from Magic Eden, and we know that's coming really soon. But it looks like Saturn beat them to the punch. I am really fucking curious if this can send runes, and I expect it will. This is pretty fucking huge, guys. I have a friend, I think I told this story too, but I have a friend who didn't want to buy Gizmo, right? Because he's got a limit on what he wants to spend, and I'm like, well, it's a fungible token. What does it matter? But it matters because they're sold in bundles. And the cheapest bundle of Gizmo you could get was more than his like allocation, right? This is huge. Now you can buy $1 worth, right? You could buy $1 worth of a rune, or $10 or $30. This opens up a lot. This really does change the game for runes here. It really does. So we'll keep our eye on these market caps. Actually, we probably should keep our eye on the price, the sats value. But if these start increasing, I think we can draw a direct line back to back to the swap. D sees it too. D sees it too, and D's is a really, really smart dude. And it has been incredibly early for Runes. They're going to do the exact same thing that Ordinals did. And I still expect the Runes ecosystem, fungible tokens on Bitcoin, to follow the same trajectory as they did on ETH and on Solana. The exact same thing. I think all these runes, I think every single rune here, let's just say the majors, I think every single rune is undervalued. To a degree. Gizmo's my baby. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking bullish on Gizmo. All right. I think our last Memecoin story before getting to NFTs a bit here, but Memeland doing something really interesting. Man, I love this. This is really, really interesting. I want to make sure I understand it correctly, but MemePay. MemePay, it is exactly what it sounds like. That's my understanding. Pay for products, services, whatever, with meme coins. That's it. Physical card, also a digital card, right? Something like a picture in Apple Pay or something. Pay with it. Pay with your meme coins. That's pretty wild. Super volatile. I don't know how exactly that works. I mean, other than your balance fluctuates so drastically, I'm assuming, right? So you want to pay for, I don't know, you want to go pay for your groceries with Luce. I mean, just picture what the market cap, what the price of Luce's done the past few days. It's a pretty drastic swing, but pretty damn cool. So what meme coins are going to be eligible for this, and how does it work? How does it work exactly? I don't know. But I think we were all like picturing this day would come where you could do this. And it's almost here. It's almost here. You can go to the MemePay site. They do have a wait list up here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty freaking cool. Stargaze, I like that, dude. I think I agree with you here. SPX is the unicorn of the cycle. Yep. I mean, Christian Jensen, we're going to see stories like the guy who bought the pizzas with Bitcoin. We'll see stories like that. Somebody who buys, when WIF launched, somebody buys the cup of coffee for however X number of WIF, which today would be worth 200,000. You know what I mean? Like, we'll get a lot of stories like that, which is, I was going to say it's a bummer. Unfortunately, it's not. It's fucking awesome. It's just what happens here. Yeah, so awesome. I like the product. I like meme coins. You know what I mean? So cool shit. All right, now let's get to some NFT news. Let's start with the market. We might have another meme coin story somewhere in here. We might. And if we got time at the end, I'm going to come back to memes. We'll look through our watch list. But 10.4 million in cross-chain sales yesterday. Sellers down, buyers down, transactions down. Very down day yesterday. Oh. You redacted at me. Sales actually up yesterday. Back over 10 mil. Duh. Yeah, good to see that. Trade profits crossing that $1 million threshold in the negative. So awful day for profits. Don't love that. Top collections. I pointed out this morning a tweet from the Crypto Slam account. D-Market is the number one collection here in the past 24 hours. D-Market is the number one collection in the past 7 days. D-Market is the number one collection in the past 30 days. D-Market's something different, guys. D-Market is cooking. Anyone who doesn't know, it's gaming skins, it's Counter-Strike skins, it's Dota skins, it's Rust, Team Fortress, all kinds of gaming skins. And they're traded on chain. You know what, Tony? You've been patient. Let's pull up Wild Goat Coin. He's been shouting this out for a few days here. Is this an ETH token, though? I don't fuck with ETH anymore. Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, the market cap matches what you're saying. Is this it? And is this wormhole? Might need you to give the like a TLDR on this. It looks okay. If I'm looking at the right thing, I don't want to jump to any conclusions here. It's okay, cool. Solana Polygon base. Is that the right account I was looking at? And did this just launch? No. Okay, this launched. Hang on, let's get to the day view. Okay, this launched in June, it looks like. And this is the Solana side. I don't know if the Solana side launched at, different point than the East side or whatever, but yeah, it looks okay. Dude, bang, it's crazy. And I'm only saying that, dude, because I fuck with ETH. But I'm only saying that because I don't have any ETH. I've got none. Literally, I'm tied up in JPEGs. So I have to be a Solana maxi because it's the only place I'm liquid. Maybe the tiniest bit on Bitcoin, the tiniest bit. It's basically all runes and ordinals. I'm very happy about that, though. On the Bitcoin side, where on the ETH side, I'm worried about being tied up in NFTs. On the Bitcoin side, there's no place I'd rather be. Like, right? My mind has not changed about what happens to those prices. I think I shouted out Based Angels again this morning because Chartfu bought a Based Angel yesterday. I think Based Angels are going to 10x from where they're at now. Yeah, I think everything I'm sitting on in ordinals is going to 10x. Even the stuff that's at like 0.2 Bitcoin, like Quantum Cats, I think they're going to be at 2 Bitcoin. I do. I feel good about that. On the East side, no. I've got a clear silver NFT that I love. About the only thing I think I have that's going to be worth anything. On Solana, it's different. I love it. Anyway, I don't mean to shit on ETH. I'm not anti-ETH. I definitely fuck with it. Just a little tricky right now. Anyway, Wild Goat Coin looks okay. That's not me fudding it either. Just I gotta look at it more. Like postings, if this is the account, they don't excite me. And they have to. They got to excite me. That's just one of the little, my little indicators. It's just engagement and what kind of stuff are they tweeting. But maybe this might not be it. Just the fact that nobody's following it that I know. So that might not be the right account. Anyway, I'll put that on my watch list at the very least because I want to keep an eye on it. You've been saying that for days, and it does not look bad at all. And I'm always looking for these sub-million market cap tokens, so. And also, I just think everything's going to pump here. I do. I think everything. So we'll not be surprised to see Wild Goat Coin pump here too. So yeah, cool shit. Appreciate you putting that on the radar here. Okay, back to NFTs. D-Market cooking. Great stuff. Astron Star. I think this is a legit collection here on Polygon. I don't know about it, like anything about it, but I think that's real deal volume here. I don't think that's one of the money laundering collections. We got CryptoPunks. We have Quantum Cats, Bitcoin Pup. Oh, yeah, good seeing a couple Bitcoin collections up here. Dozuki, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Sorare, Mad Lads, Guild of Guardian Heroes. I'm not doing any honorable mentions today because I think the top 10 is actually all legit. So it's a rarity here. And your top sale. It is Punk. Let's give it the proper full name. CryptoPunk 7427 selling for 26.75 ETH, $71,000. 6 punks in the top 10. Love to see that. A Bitcoin Shroom that I'm guessing that might be a sale. I was going to say it's probably a loan, but that might be a sale. Another Beeple Springtime or Spring Collection NFT. Nizuki, you were the real MVP. Good stuff. Good stuff. NBA Top Shot, got to shout them out. Best sales volume here in 6 months. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, these guys cooking. I mentioned that in the newsletter yesterday that dropped. trying to remember total volume in the past week, but I think they were at number 11 or 12 or getting high up there. Great to see that. Where are they at? Where the fuck is NBA Top Shot? There we go. Oh, I think there was a cutoff. I think it was like yesterday, the 7-day period would have had him up a lot. Right? They've got like a fantasy kind of game. I'm trying to think. Fast break? That might be what it's called. So NBA season kicking off, people buying cards, setting their lineup, whatever, right? So volume cooked. I think they were at like 1.5 mil, something that in that ballpark, which was great to see. All right, today we got the Rect Drinks launch. I might stream this. I want to stream it. I will probably stream this. So that's coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern time on their website, recdrinks.com. I'm probably going to be streaming this. Energy drink, right? I want to get some. I want to review it on the show. I'm going to send one to Joe, send one to Henry, and we'll drink it on the show. I wanted to get some for the actual drop time. I thought that would have been awesome to be drinking them, reviewing them live during the drop. In fact, you know what? I know Joe's wanted to do this. I'll see if he's around. Maybe he comes on the stream too during the sale. Looks like you earn points. Yeah. Okay, 25 units at a time. I'm guessing that's like a case. Yeah, okay, 24 cans. Okay, so max order 600 cans. I would like to try them before I order. Case is $70. 24 cans, 70 divided by 24. I'm not good at math, so what? Like 2 something a can? $3 a can? A little less than $3 a can. Not crazy. And I want to support them, and I hope they got sugar-free. If they got sugar-free, I'll buy maybe a couple cases. But if it's only the sugary ones, I'd do a case, and I won't want to drink them. Interesting. Mike, I hope that plays out, man. Okay, so 1 p.m. Eastern time. Just keep your eyes out on this channel because I will hopefully be live for it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I mean, we're shouting these guys out because OSF's one of the good guys out there, right? It's crazy to think. I missed Rec guys. I missed them. I don't know how or why or whatever, but these launched. This is now like an, kind of OG NFT collection. May 25th, 2022, free mint. Again, I don't know how I missed it. I have no idea. I have no fuck. This was a pretty cabal launch back then. I'll say that. The fact that I didn't get in it, I was not in a cabal back then. I'm still not. But I think I missed it because I just wasn't in that info stream. They probably minted out pretty quick. I'm not positive, but pretty cool what he's built since then, which is, giving holders ownership of the company of this Rec Drinks. That's pretty damn cool. I still don't know how legal that is, right? I still don't know, but that's the kind of innovation that I really, really want to keep seeing here in the space, and OSF is doing that. So I like it. I like it a lot. Here's them in their warehouse packaging these up. I really do want a case. Any of you guys plan on to buy? Anybody going to buy or sitting this out? Yeah, man, I wish they had sugar-free. I really do. I don't know why I found that video so interesting. Also, OSF, a really busy man, okay? He has his Red Bull Racing Velocity Series collection called Bull Run. It's still open. This did not sell out. I think only about an hour left before they shut the mint. They burn the unminted pieces. This will cook if... I'm kind of switching how I shift. I'm not saying when an NFT run comes, even though I assume it is. I'm not sure how big it'll be. But what I do know is if/when NFTs really bounce back this cycle, and I do think they will, this piece will cook. OSF is that guy, right? He's a guy. He's a guy. So for 0.15, All of these are, it's a generative collection, so like all of them are going to be unique, right? Every single one will be like a 1-1. These will get to 0.5-ish. Like, I don't know if you want to tie up $400 worth of ETH right now, but OSF is a guy. So I could see these. Hey, even 0.3, I think you get a 2x. I think you could 2x faster in meme coins, though. So that's the only challenge here. Okay, I'm wrong. It's not an hour to go, guys. Only 8 minutes to go on this. So if you did want one, you got to get on here pretty damn quick. Let's see some of the other outputs, though, just to see how different. Yeah, I like them. You know, it's different colors. It's different colors and some different patterns on the car. It's not enough. It's not, for me, that's not enough. Although they're kind of cool looking, to be honest. If they were cheaper, these were 0.05, I would mint it, for sure. If it was 0.05, I'd mint it. 0.15, nah, not for me. I'm a little too poor for that. But if that's interesting to you, and again, I think that's a winner. That's a winner in the NFT run here. 0.15, you got 7-ish minutes to go. So good luck. GG's to OSF. Again, a big day for this guy. And rooting for him. Rooting for Abstract Chain too, guys. Rooting for him. I love it. I love Luca Nets. I love Pudgy Penguins. I love Abstract. I love it all. They got a big investment from the Newman Group. And there were some interesting comments here about why they invested in it. Just, saying that there's already, like a lot of people are saying, too many L2s, too many infrastructure plays right now. And what we're missing is like the UX, like the experience. Right? That's what's missing here. Let me see if I can find some of his specific comments here. But talking about, investing in those driving consumer adoption, I'm trying to find these specific comments. Their focus on creating accessible, user-friendly experiences aligns with our goal of nurturing cultural expressions and engaging consumers globally. There was another comment somewhere. It's not right here. But, yeah, Abstract Chain, I think, is coming with news really soon, guys. You felt it. They've been ramping up announcements and teases. I think they're getting ready to drop some big stuff, as in maybe like the official launch of the chain, which is live testnet now. Pretty sure it's a testnet's live. But I think the actual launch of the chain is going to come at any moment. I think they'll pull like a Yuga Labs and just announce that it's like, boom, live. That's what I think will happen. And I think they're going to have something like knowing Luca, kind of, just knowing how, look, his understanding of the space and how this space reacts to spicy news, like something shocking and exciting and unexpected. I think Luca's, he knows. He's got his finger on the pulse here, and I think he's going to do something like that with the launch of Abstract. I think they got a token coming because when this was the Frame blockchain, there was a token that most of you guys were probably eligible for. So I think they'll have a token coming. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. So I'm watching for that. They're putting out stuff like this. I'll play it here, but showing like what separates that chain, why it's different, why it's going to be so user-friendly. And man, the comparison I saw was comparing Abstract to Base, like just easy to use for a normie. And I think they're going to pull it off, guys.
What if instead of one of these, you could use your Face ID as your crypto wallet? This is now a possibility thanks to passkeys. Here's how it works. First, grab your phone and scan your Face ID or your Touch ID to log into the application. This will generate a private key for you and store it in the most secure part of your phone, the same place where things like Apple Pay cards are stored. Whenever you want to sign a transaction, just scan your face again. It will unlock the private key using the passkey and sign the transaction under the hood for you. Passkey wallets are enabled by account abstraction, which, by the way, we support natively on Abstract. If you want to learn more, check out abs.xyz and be sure to hit the follow button so you don't miss our next video. What if instead of one of these, you could use your Face ID?
Pretty fucking awesome. I like it. Like, I don't know, sometimes maybe we not overthink, maybe like underappreciate how stuff like that works. You know, how big stuff like that works. I think that's a big freaking deal, just the ease of use, and if you make it cool. And I think Luca can make stuff seem really cool. He made those Pudgy Penguins cool. Like Justin Bieber. I think Bieber's cool. Bieber's rocking a Pudgy Penguin. He wears it on his belt. You know? Captain, interesting. Do I not have chain fatigue? I do to a degree. But you know what? Like, I'm already thinking down the road. Like, chain fatigue is in I've really not wanted to go and buy ETH and then bridge it to Ape Chain and then swap for ApeCoin, right? Like that kind of fatigue, yeah. And that kept me out of Blast. I do have that kind of fatigue, but I already see what's coming. This is stuff Vitalik talked about where your balance on ETH without you doing anything carries over to all the L2s. So it's like I have that in mind. So yes, I have fatigue. But I know it's going to go away and it's going to happen like out of nowhere. It's going to be like, hey, we got this soft fork coming and now you don't ever have to bridge again. In the meantime, you got places like Magic Eden just doing it for you too, right? Now you can spend ETH on ApeChain without bridging anything. They'll do the bridging. So the fatigue is there, but I knew these solutions are coming where it hasn't bothered me. It stopped me from participating in some of those spaces, but it's I don't have fatigue of it necessarily, if that makes sense. I think what I explained sounds like fatigue. So it's there, but like it hasn't worn me out. I'll say that. So yeah. I have blockchain fatigue, but I got stamina still. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, euphoria does take care. Yeah, exactly right, Bang. Yeah. When you win, yes. Yeah, that helps a lot. And I think people are going to be winning over on ApeChain, so I definitely do want to get over there. But also fair if anybody's just sick of it. Like, it's pretty fucking reasonable. Jack Butcher, guys, has a new drop coming. This is exciting. It's great to see Jack Butcher ramping back up. He had a busy year. Yeah, I mean, geez, signatures. He was a Red Bull Racing Velocity Series artist, too. Signature and what was the other one? Trademarks. And I think those come back and cook at some point. But his new collection, very artsy. He's got really heady stuff. I like it. He's a great conceptual artist and a very thoughtful guy. New collection's called Latent. Merges AI and darkroom techniques using digital negatives to create surreal images that blur the line between machine and human photography. Look, I read through this, and I read it a second time. It's so wordy, and in a good way. It's something you can really sit and chew on. But I had trouble, and I'm like this with a lot of art. It takes me a while to really, digest it and understand, the point of it. But, a TLDR is, normally with a photo, you've got the negative, right? And you've got your print. That's his darkroom kind of analogy there. This is playing with the idea that the digital piece is the original, is the negative, and then you're going to have a physical photo. So this is an 80 edition collection. It's called Digital Negatives. There are physicals. They are photos that are printed out. And then there is the NFT side of it, the digital part. And that's going to be considered the original. I like it. It's cool. I need to still, again, probably read it a third and fourth and fifth time and really chew on the message and really get what it is he's trying to convey. There's no way I could explain it now. Again, it's a little too Jack Butchery for me, and that's a good thing. Yeah, but I like it. The comment here about it's his signature, VV, visualized value style, white on black. All the grids, right? It instantly looks like a Jack Butcher. Also reminds me of Death Beef's last collection, not the one on Shape, but the one right before it. I'm trying to remember the name of that, but it reminds me of that, which is also a NFT/digital photography collection too. It's pretty cool. Makes me wonder too if this is a sign of the meta, kind of the flavor of the moment for art here on the blockchain, at least. Something there. Definitely starting to notice a pattern here. But I like these. I think these are pretty cool. So I imagine I'm priced out instantly. A Jack Butcher with 81 ones. Jack Butcher's a dude. I don't see any way that I'm getting something like that. But Jack Butcher, someone to always be watching, and it's probably a good opportunity depending on the pricing there. And regardless, just looks like a great collection. So love that. DeYank, hope you have a great night, man. Glad you stopped by. All right, we got today over on Bitcoin, we have the Memento Mori rune. We got the Memento Mori rune dropping today. This is from Casey Rodermore, the creator of the Ordinals protocol and the Runes protocol. Everyone's saying gas fees are going to explode, right? Transaction fees on Bitcoin going to be ridiculous. So good luck doing anything, splitting your runes, buying, selling, transferring stuff to another wallet. Like, it's going to be rough out there. So get any of that stuff in before. There's a public sale, by the way. 50% of the supply was minted. Yeah. And it's going to his Patreons. So if you did sign up for his Patreon, guys, he's got a list here. I'll drop this in the chat, but you can check and see if you did make it on there. Yeah, did. Yeah. I made it. I'm not getting a ton here, but I like this. The earlier you are subscribed to his Patreon, the more tokens you're getting. So first subscriber's getting 230,000 of these runes, and somebody did a breakdown by market cap, as in he played with a number, I think 30,000, as like just a number to work with. If you got a 30,000 rune airdrop from this, a Memento Mori, and this hits, what was the number? I think a $30 million market cap, you've got, God, I'm going to get the numbers all twisted. Now I want to find the post. Basically, if this hits a somewhat decent market cap, a 30,000 rune holding is going to be worth about 30. So I think he was playing with the number 1 if this gets to a whole dollar. So this person, this number 1 person, if this rune actually takes off, this guy's getting a serious payday potentially. Potentially. I got to find that post to make that actually a little more clear. I'll see if I can find it. But number 1 subscriber is potentially going to make a lot of money, potentially, off this. I am somewhere, but I signed up like the last day. So I'm close to the bottom. You can see all these early people getting 50,000. I mean, early on in the hundreds of thousands, which is really cool. I like how they did that. I am somewhere, actually, there's me right there. 2,100. There's me. I'll take it. I bet you that'll be worth a few bucks. And if it cooks, then $200-300, maybe. I'll be happy with that. Yeah, so I think then if this gets to $100 million market cap, then maybe it's worth like $2,000 or so. We'll see. Yeah, but check that list. Did I drop that in chat? Yes, yeah, I did. Okay. Peek at that, see if you made it on the list. Hope you did. It's free. We'll play this clip here in a second. And then finally, and I forget which one of you guys crushed on this, but one of you guys crushed. Zach XBT, there's a Memecoin? It's called $243 million theft. I didn't realize there was a Memecoin. I knew there was an NFT that was minted on Zora, but I didn't know there was a token launched. I didn't know that. Oh, man. And that might have been a very recent launch. That could have been just in the past, couple of weeks here. Anyway, that thing shot up to a $10 million market cap. And some of you guys, one of you in particular, had a whole bunch of those NFTs. So interesting, man. You never know what's going to take off. By the way, the NFT side of it, free mint, maybe $1 for fees, if that. Let's just say free mint, and I think the NFTs got up to like $2,000, $1,000, something like that. So some people are doing really well. And again, I'm trying to remember which of you guys, but one of you guys here had, I don't remember if it was 10, maybe it was dozens, but somebody here did very, very well on those. So GG's there. All right, let's check out the Casey Rodermore Hell Money podcast. Some talk about Memento Mori, what it is.
And it's a 100 million supply.
That's right.
With a 50% pre-mine,
cool,
baby.
50% pre-mine. Get fucking fucked.
We're keeping all of
you fucking free mint retards. What the fuck are you doing? No pre-mine sounds pre-gay, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not keeping any of it.
No.
We're airdropping the 50% that we pre-mined.
All to our Patreon supporters.
All to our Patreon supporters. We
Yep.
love our patrons. We say it all the time, and we mean it.
Yep.
So yeah, we're not keeping any of it. It's not a sale. It's not a fucking whatever SEC bullshit.
Don't come after us, okay?
It's
if
a gift.
If one of us goes to jail, it's got to be Aaron, okay? Because Aaron is going to go to some fucking summer camp looking women's prison, okay?
I'm gonna network
and have some like butch mommy girlfriend, okay? I'm going to be in some shower getting ass fucked to sleep every night in some maximum security bullshit. So yeah, go after her, okay?
Yeah, go after me. But it's a gift. It's like this is fucking stupid. We're shitcoiners. We know this is shitcoin.
Yeah, and don't donate a lot of money to
stupid.
like get more of the rune so that you like this or sit this one out. Who fucking cares? Yeah, I wonder what the dynamics of the rune are going to be. Like, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. Not a thing.
Nope.
Like maybe you'll see the ticker in my Twitter like once or twice in the next like week.
We'll be like, eh.
And then like radio fucking silence. Okay. So this also means like this shit is in your hands. Okay?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
If you are a fucking Memento Mori whale, okay, you're gonna need to fucking work your tail off to like get that shit listed on Binance or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you guys
so
want. Make your memes, make your Twitter accounts. We don't care. We're very CC0 mindset. So
that's right. Very CC0.
I don't care what you do with it. I don't care how you meme it. Yeah, just have fun and enjoy the protocols that Casey built.
Yeah, and if you want the Memento Mori rune to have utility, you're gonna have to build the utility.
Yeah,
you bring your own utility. Okay, you want a
Buy our
fucking
utility.
Memento Mori DAO? Okay, you're gonna need to form the Memento Mori DAO.
Cool shit. Cool shit. We'll see. We'll see if that turns into anything. I am leaning towards no. I don't know. I don't know how memeable it is, and with no utility, like I just don't know. And I think Casey said in this video he'll tweet about it like once or twice. I don't. Would love to know what you guys think. I don't see any reason for that token to do anything more than a couple $1 million market cap. Does it get to 5 or 10 just because it's Casey, or are we talking about I mean, could that possibly live under $1 million market cap? Is that even? I don't see that. It wouldn't shock me, but I don't see that playing out. But what's the ceiling on something like that? 5 mil? I don't know. I guess if decentralized is at 10, why wouldn't? I mean, maybe that's a good analogy there, or a good comparison. If decentralized is at 7 mil, why wouldn't a Casey rune that's basically the same thing, just a decentralized rune, why wouldn't that be double or triple? Maybe that's a fair way to look at it. Yeah. So in that case, maybe it does decent. Yeah, maybe it does. All right. I think I'm going to end it here in just a second. I do want to put this on your radar, which is that Mr. Beast story is actually starting to pick up some steam. So Cointelegraph also tweeting about it. Mr. Beast investigated for ties to 50-plus crypto wallets linked to potential insider trading. Net over $23 million in profit. I don't know if this story really picks up traction. I got a feeling Zach XPT might jump on that too. We'll see. And actually, maybe I'll do a little video on it too, like I did that last Zach XPT highlight. Yeah, maybe I'll look into this and break this down too. Wild shit. Okay. Smallest little baby chance. Maybe it's more like 50-50. There's a chance that we will have no afternoon show today. Just a heads up. Henry cannot make it. So I don't know. I'll talk to Joe. I just like doing it with the full gang. Just because how we work. Just because it's a stronger show with the whole gang. So maybe no afternoon show. I'll keep you posted. I'll certainly tweet if we end up not doing it. If you don't see a tweet from me, then assume the show is happening. But we will be without Henry today, so a heads up about that. If you're tuning in just for him, which I totally understand, well, today's not your day. But otherwise, again, I'll tweet if we're not doing the show. I'll let you know. Smash a like on your way out, guys. I hope your day is fantastic. I hope I see you later on. Keep your eyes out for a stream for the Wrecked Drink launch, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Guys, I hope your day is excellent. I'll see you in a bit. Guys, see you.